I won a contract. I need to pay for the product before delivering it to the government client. Wait. I don't feel comfortable with that. How am I able to provide $30,000 to this vendor who I do not know? When I won this government contract, isn't the government supposed to give me the money so then I can pay them to get you the product that I sold to them? Because I'm the one that won the contract. And if the government wanted it, wouldn't they just go directly to them? This is a scenario that has been presented to yours truly, who has been awarded well over $50 million, well over that, by those who I mentor. This scenario has been shared by my amazing GovCon winners. This is a scenario that pops up again and again and again, and that is, how am I supposed to fund my government contract? I'm gonna go over how you handle the type of situation I just described, as well as others, because when I first started out, I didn't have a ton of money in the bank. I just became Dr. Parks and had like $200,000 in student loans. That's what I had. I had a lot of debt. So let's go into this, because the number one thing that people never, ever talk about is you don't want to default on a contract. There's no giving it back. There's no, well, I don't know how I'm gonna figure it out. When you enter into this space of federal government contracting, you are entering as a professional, as a GovCon winner, as an entrepreneur. This is not cash at Venmo business, let's play some games. This is not that. Often the government will ask you, have you ever defaulted on a contract? And if so, was it within the past 3 years? So I'm here to help prevent any and all of that so that you find, bid, and win profitable, y'all, federal government contracts. When I first started out, I pulled monies from my 401k. I fortunately had a 401k from when I taught online for a local community college. I believe I had maybe $10,000 at that time. So I was able to pull that money out. I took it out as a loan. Yes, I had a lot of penalties. Yes, it really sucked. And yes, I never repaid it. It's okay, because I've since then exponentially grown as a result of taking out that loan from my 401k. This is a decision each and every one of you need to make, because there are consequences unless you meet the age requirement to pull from your 401k. And if you don't have a 401k, no worries. Another option, if you need funding, so if you have really amazing credit, I mean, you can go on one of these different apps that are out there to check your credit. There's actually a website you can go to for free. You can go to annualcreditreport.com. It is supported by the federal government, because sometimes if you go to the other sites, you get this amazing credit score and you feel really good and you're like, yes, I'm gonna get that loan, that car, that apartment, that house, and then you find out maybe the score was inflated. So go to the website, check it out. You are entitled to a free credit report every year. It is not a scam. So if you have really good credit, this is where you need to have a really strong relationship with your business banker. In order to achieve that, I advocate that you have a bank account in a big bank like Bank of America, PNC, as well as you bank with a really small bank. So we bank with a bank called Cogent. They're really small. I can text them. They're really nice. They're awesome. They're always there for us. And with a small bank, a credit union, when they get to know you and you have really good credit, oh my gosh, you won a contract? You need $30,000, $35,000 to fund it? Let's see what we can do. They're going to be open to helping you, be it a line of credit, some kind of loan. Maybe they have a special program for business owners. When I first started out, I got connected to a woman with PNC, and she said, Kizzy, we have a special program just for women business owners. And I immediately obtained like a $40,000 line of credit just because I opened an account and they had this program. I had no idea about the program. I met her at an outreach event. So you never know. That relationship though is vital. So important, y'all. So important. For those of you, or maybe you're like, but Dr. Parks, Kizzy, I don't have the best credit. Oh, I've been there too, y'all. Oh, I've been there. So I have some suggestions for you. If it's really bad, be prepared that you're going to end up paying a higher rate for interest. It's kind of the tax you're paying. When you have really amazing credit, your interest rate's lower, more doors open. They even use that to determine your life insurance and sometimes your car insurance rates. That's how important your credit is. So if you're looking for business funding, you may end up with a cabbage type company who was recently bought by American Express. So these type of companies will provide a line of credit or a business loan in exchange for speed and access to different capital that's directly deposited into your business bank account. Your interest rate tends to be higher. Not always, but often. So kind of think payday loans, which I've taken out, many in my life, but in the business side. Think of it. It's similar, but it's an option because you never, ever, ever, ever want to default on a contract, ever. And one thing as a business owner is no matter how many years you have, no matter your expertise, no matter YouTube University, things happen. You learn, it's part of the tax of being a business owner. You make the change and you keep it moving. So the next way to get funding, cash off of credit cards, is a potential option. It's there, you have multiple cards, it's an option for you. For those of you where maybe you need more money, potentially you won $500,000 or $1 million contract. There are factoring companies where they take your receivables, your contract, your invoices, and they will pay a portion based off of that dollar amount. And in lieu, you pay them a fee. I use Republic, for instance. There's a video on it. I'll make sure that it's included here. So take a look, check it out. For those of you who are in construction or an area where there's some type of bonding, chances are you can use that to get your receivables early so you can take care of all of the different materials, paying any kind of subs who you need to pay. What's key is, regardless of the approach that you take, you must do your research. I promise you, the money is there. And let me tell you how I know. Because I've been in debt. I have used any and every type of funding option out there. I remember one time I had this bookkeeper. She was so sweet. She kind of had a little Southern twang. And she's like, Kizzy, wow, you're real good at finding debt. And it's funny at the time. I mean, looking back, it's like, wow, I was. Thankfully, I'm not in that position, but guess what? It's a means to an end. And it's about how it's marketed. For really well-known entrepreneurs, when they receive funding or they take out lines of credit or you learn about the amount of debt, oh, that's okay because they are fill in the blank with a name. But for us, oh, you have so much debt. Let me look at your credit score. So realize it's a means to an end. I don't have that debt now. I have strong profit margins. I have multiple companies, and the same will happen for you. You just don't give up. The funds are there. Also, kind of as a bonus, feel free to inquire with other entrepreneurs. So here's what I mean. There was a point in time where we were a sub to an Alaskan Native concern, and I didn't want to wait I think it was 30 days for the receivable to be paid. And I asked, is there any way to maybe expedite it? They said yes. And then they charged a fee. At that point in time, it didn't matter because I needed the money. So the same may occur if you are subbing to someone or if you are friendly with another entrepreneur. Potentially they have the money that they can front to you, and then you pay them some type of fee. Regardless of the choice, regardless of your path, I can't wait to hear how y'all go about this because you're amazing. You're GovCon winners. You want to follow, you want to subscribe, you want to share, you want to hit that notification button, comment below. Please go to, if you haven't already, go to govconwinners.com because I'm going to release very soon a special webinar for y'all. In addition to, I have a few more seats left in my class. Feel free to email me. Also, are y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? You're amazing. You're doing it. You're doing it. The government has well over $500 billion, y'all. Don't give up. Don't let not having access to capital keep you from being in this space, okay? You can do it and you will find it because everything is possible. Take care.